Tonight in Cleveland. It's a holiday weekend. You've been really good at home throughout the playoffs. You're down 2. You've got to defend home court. And the Cavs had zero answers for what New York was doing offensively. Earlier in the show, Amon Shumpert and I were aghast at the defensive effort from Cleveland. But you got a counter, which is what the Knicks are doing so brilliantly on offense. How do you frame it?
Yeah, look, the Cavs have run into a better team that is playing their best basketball. And when you run into that and you've got this kind of balance up and down your starting lineup, very difficult to figure out a way to limit them because there's nothing that you can really do to expose some part of their team offensively, Scott. They tried that in game 1. They weren't going to send help on Brunson. You saw how that worked out at the end of the game. Game 2, they're going to give him all kinds of traffic, and Josh Hart goes off. And then in this game, it was a little bit of both. So I just think the balance across the board of the ways they can beat you in the paint from the 3 and with their defense now, which has turned into an elite defense, it's just too much for the Cavs. Their one hope was they shoot a lot of threes. If you can shoot a high percentage and enough guys can contribute in that area, it keeps you in the game. Last couple games, they have not been able to do that.
Yeah, like hope's not a plan, all right? I mean, Cleveland had to hope they'd shoot better when they went home. They just didn't. And on a night where the Knicks shoot 56% legs, they were going to have to shoot it like about 40, as you say, and they don't. And history says Cleveland's done. If you're New York and you recognize that maybe it's going to go for a while in the West, as exciting as it is to get to the finals, how much urgency is there? Let's get this thing done Monday and get as much rest as we can.
I think right now you're going to see them with their foot on the accelerator in Game 4, without question. There's not going to be a let-up by this team. And the reason is this, Scott. When you're in this situation, you don't want to play any more games than you have to because the one thing that could derail something is somebody getting hurt. So just do the math. That's one less game you have to play. Then get on to the finals. So they're going to come out with the right sense of urgency on Monday. There's no question about that. And for the Cavs, look, the start of this game, I will say this. This was the loudest environment that I've been in the postseason prior to tip. This crowd was ready. The problem is the Knicks took it to them physically, early, getting into the paint, beating them up in that way. Got some easy baskets to start their night. And it was difficult from that point on for the crowd to find the energy that the Cavs are going to need because they weren't giving them enough results on the court. So I think the energy will be okay in the beginning. But the Knicks have proven they know how to squash that pretty quickly and demoralize you.
Styles make fights, right? Matchups in basketball determine who wins series. If New York is to win, and they'll play either the Spurs or the Thunder, probably be a dog in either series. But in hearing you talk about the Knicks, it sounds to me like you believe that this is not just an Eastern Conference championship quality team. It's potentially an NBA championship team. You believe that, it sounds to me.
There's no doubt, Scott. Whoever comes out of the West, and I think everybody thought for a long time as a foregone conclusion, whoever wins the West, that's your NBA champion. The Knicks have changed that narrative. The Knicks are now a team that can absolutely go toe-to-toe with those two teams, who, by the way, still have a lot of work to do. So who knows what those teams will do to each other, trying to secure that spot in the finals across from the New York Knicks. But, Scott, think about this. You're talking about a team in the Knicks that is number 2 offensive-rated team amongst all the playoff teams, number 1 defensive-rated team, number 1 in three-point percentage, and they get about 60 points a night in the paint. Also number 1 in fast break points. I mean, there's just across the board, the totality of what they're hitting you with, nobody has had close to enough answers. In the Eastern Conference, certainly. Now, you're talking about 2 elite teams in the West. One of those teams will be staring at the Knicks. If Knicks can close this out, assuming they get that 4th win, the Knicks absolutely belong in that category as a championship caliber team. There's no doubt they've turned themselves into a great team right before our eyes.
48 minutes to earn the right to play for the chip. We'll be watching on Monday and talking when it's done, Tim. Look forward to it.
You got it, Scott.
Joined now on the program once again by the heartbeat of this New York Knicks squad. It's Jalen Brunson after he and New York puts a stranglehold on this series with an emphatic Saturday night win. Jalen, congratulations. You all have been fantastic on the road throughout the playoffs. But going into this building on a Saturday night against a team that's been great on their floor throughout these playoffs, what was your sense of what you all needed to do right out of the gate to have a chance to end up where you are, which is victorious?
Yeah, we knew that the crowd was going to be into it. They have a great fan base. I think most importantly, just keeping our composure. And they were going to make runs, they're going to make plays, but we just had to keep playing our style of basketball, keep fighting, just keep sticking together.
Over the course of these last 2 playoff runs, Jalen, you all have not been good. You've been a great road basketball team. I think mindset's a word we use in media that might not even mean anything, but just your approach as a group, what's been so good about it on the road over these last couple of postseasons?
I think we genuinely like playing together. We created a chemistry that's it's been great, and I love playing with these guys, and they mean a lot to me, and it's been a lot of fun.
Is there something to the fact that as great as the Garden is, and we talk about it all the time, maybe me too much sometimes, but is there maybe something that's even more fun about going onto the road into a hostile environment and shutting the place up? Seems like maybe.
Yeah, I mean, playing the Garden is amazing. I mean, there's no place like it. But when you're on the road, with your teammates, and it's just you guys, and you got some fans that travel, but it's a real hostile environment. I mean, it's fun, playing those type of environments for sure.
A little bit. The Philly takeover, the Sixer fans are worried about. I was surprised, man. It's like, as the game's coming to a close, they're chanting MVP and there's blue in the building. You said to Lisa Salters, Knicks fans travel for sure. But, I mean, you get the sense that there's a growing bandwagon for this Knicks squad that's outside of the boroughs in the city?
I mean, maybe. But, I mean, we welcome it. I mean, if you're going to cheer for the orange and blue, I mean, more power to you.
Right on. All right, so Cleveland's a proud team. They're a good team. Nothing will come easy Monday. The last one to get is the hardest one. Always is. But you got a chance, if you can end it, to get some rest, and it looks like it might go a while between the Spurs and the Thunder. What kind of urgency do you bring in a game where they have to win, but maybe it means as much to you just because you can rest?
Yeah, I think our mindset is most important. We're not thinking about resting. We're thinking about what can we do to be better? What can we do to finish the possession, finish the quarter, finish the half, finish the game? That has to be our mindset. We can't look ahead at all, especially against these guys. Regardless of what it is now, it's 0-0, and we got to go out there and win.
I get that. Last quick one. It's 5 straight road wins, all by double figures. It's 10 straight wins total in the playoffs. And I appreciate when you look at the film, you can get better. But how close to the ceiling, Jalen, do you feel like your group collectively is right now at the most important time?
I have no idea, and I think that's a good thing. I really have no idea. Most importantly, I don't think we are even looking for that. Now we're just trying to find ways to make sure that we're staying locked in, we're staying poised, composed, and sticking together.
Well, I'd say even grading with the sharpest pencil, the Knicks squad's pretty good right now. I'm sure you would admit you guys are playing great, and you go for the sweep on Monday night. Thanks for taking the time after another dub tonight, Jalen. We'll talk again soon, all right?
Always, man. Appreciate you. Thank you.